If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up, please.
Troy Worthen is ready to go. Kamikubo is ready to go. And this crowd is ready to go.
Trying to close that distance, get it nice and tight, immediately attacks that single leg. Let's see what Worthen's got on the takedown defense.
Worthen staying vertical here. Kamikubo will try and sit him down, locked onto that right leg of the American.
See how Kamikubo is still trying to strike from that single leg position. He might try to turn the corner, run the pipe here, or he might transition to a single leg. You can see him trying to go up across the waist. We've got a really good vantage point. Nice little defense from Troy Worthen there as he tries to throw Kamikubo off of him, but Kamikubo is so tight with that grappling.
Mitch, is this the first 50 seconds that Worthen would have anticipated?
Yeah, this is exactly what he told me that he expects Kamikubo to do, close that distance. But he was expecting to be able to stop these takedowns. He's got to create a little bit of space. He's got to start pushing down on that head.
Magnificent streak for the Japanese, who wants to plant his flag in this heated bantamweight division and send a message to the likes of Bibiano Fernandez, the champion, John Lineker, the #1 challenger.
Worthen's going to try to work around, maybe try to take his back right here. He's got a nice little turtle position here. Kamikubo's trying to attack that right leg, trying to suck it in, but Worthen's doing a good job of maintaining that base and working back up.
Patience here from Worthen, gets the right arm out, cracks it to the...
Triangle the legs, work his way back up, but Troy Worthen is trying to keep it. Yep, that's exactly what he did. See how he's triangled the legs right there? Now Troy Worthen's got to slide those legs out between the legs of Kamikubo and work his way back up to his feet. Now you can see him start pushing on the head, create a little bit of space. Good job by Troy Worthen, but Kamikubo jumps on his back, and he's got one hook in.
Kamikubo going for a ride on Troy Worthen's back, down on the canvas now. The crowd appreciating this skill level early on. It's always a very highly educated martial arts crowd here in Singapore.
That was good. That was good defense from Troy Worthen to defend his back and put Kamikubo on the bottom. Kamikubo is not used to being on the bottom. Let's see how things
now
work
the
out
pretty
here.
boy has stealth back. What can Troy Worthen do from here, Dragon?
He's got one hook in, and you can see how Kamikubo is trying to relieve pressure from that hook. He's got that foot locked in, and he's trying to pry it out. See how he's trying to open up the hook right there? That hook is going to enable Troy to get a little bit better control of the back right there. He doesn't need both hooks in, but he needs at least one in. See, now he's lost that hook. Great defense by Kamikubo.
Here the thud of that elbow to the side of the face of Kamikubo.
Huge feather in his cap, and the same way for Troy Worthen.
1 minute 12 remaining. First round set for 3 judges, an overall contest, not as 3 individual rounds, of course. Hammer fist strike, then scooping punches to the chin there from Worthen. Kamikubo pressing him up against the wire, Mitch.
Michael, that's really hard to do. See how he's controlling that foot like that, and he's still striking, right? So he's sucking the foot out, pulling the hips away from the back, and he jumps on. Look at that. Kamikubo was able to control position and still strike at the same time. That is extremely difficult to do. It's high-level control. Now he's got the back of Troy Worthen. Let's see if Troy Worthen can defend here. He's got 35 seconds to defend this position. Kamikubo's got the body triangle, and he's got that leg laced underneath the left leg of Troy Worthen. I think Kamikubo is going to run out of time before he can attack the neck here. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. He's got a good squeeze.
Troy Worthen defends against the human backpack that is Kamikubo here in the first round. Only 10 seconds remaining. Worthen's going to hold on, it looks like. Boom, to the canvas with a thud.
Oh, trying to maximize the thud right there as he drops down to his back. It's dominant, man. I like the...
Take off the back leg, then he throws at Worthen to open up the round after Kamikubo charged out at him again. Watch that left side of Worthen, it's always improving. Nice jab. Wild left hand there from Troy. Overhand right from Kamikubo, trying to cut off the American's movement.
Kamikubo's got to be, careful closing this distance like this. He's got to be a little bit more active. There he goes. Shoots in for that single leg again. That seems to be his bread and butter. He told me that's where he wants to go, is he wants to attack the single legs, not really going for the double leg, because he believes that Troy Worthen's got really good defense off of that double leg from Shuya Kamikubo, but looks like Worthen went for a high crotch, picks Kamikubo up, might try to jump on the back here. This is exactly the grappling battle that I expected to occur between these two.
Keep it straight and get it back out.
Lots of instructions coming from the corner of Worthen. Not so vocal in the corner of Kamikubo.
See, Kamikubo's trying to peel off that hook. Right down, that's good. He laces the leg underneath. So the foot is, near closer to that right leg. So Kamikubo is not going to be able to peel that leg off. Good control from Worthen so far.
Kamikubo known for his relentless takedowns. He attempts an average of 3 or more takedowns every round so far in his one championship career.
Man, his control of that leg is really leading to some good positional exchanges. He's able to peel off that hook and use it to take the back of Worthen. He's trying to get the body lock. Good job from Troy Worthen to take a little page from Kamikubo's book and pry that leg off. Kamikubo jumps to the other side.
Knee there from Kamikubo. Can he get on the back again and do the old backpack technique on Troy Worthen as he did in the first round? Both men have jousted for each other's backs in this fight so far. Kamikubo drops down.
Switch hit from Troy Worthen, but Kamikubo's just really tight. See how he's got both legs laced? He might try that same thing with the body, or the leg triangle here, just to get positions and drop a lot of ground and pound. But Troy's doing a good job of making sure that every step is negated from Kamikubo. Kamikubo tries to advance his position, but Troy Worthen knows exactly what he's doing down there and has a combat move to at least adjust that position.
Kamikubo, who never seems to tire, you go back through his one career so far, and he's been so dominant. He's won nearly every minute of every round he has fought in one championship. It's quite amazing. What is he trying to do here, Kamikubo Dragon?
He keeps trying to really peel off the legs. That's kind of his main focus. Worthen's really tough match to score right here.
Knee there from Kamikubo, switches knees off both legs of the Japanese fighter. 30 seconds remaining, second of 3. Body shot from Worthen. Switches chin to the other side of the head here, Kamikubo. Worthen breaks off. Chance for the left side here from Troy. Threads a hook off the lead hand. Double leg now from Kamikubo.
That pressure, Michael. See that he gave him no space to work. He immediately threw the right hand to close that distance, attacked the single. Now he's into the double. He's got his hands locked, but Worthen's doing a good job of separating, but once you get those hands locked in him, then he has to make sure he controls that head position. He also wants to use his
intensity now, the American. Again, double leg from Kamikubo, pressing him against the wire.
No space, Michael. Immediately throws the punch, gets in nice and tight. Troy Worthen has to keep his back off of the wall. He's got to try to circle around when Kamikubo starts to pressure in like that. He's got to utilize that footwork that we spoke about on the walk. He has to get on his bicycle and start moving, because Kamikubo can do this all night. It puts Troy Worthen in a very defensive position. And these last 4 minutes here, it's anybody's game. I think Kamikubo might be a little bit ahead, just in the pure aggressive nature to his attacks, but he's got to create something. He's got to do something here, does Worthen.
Mitch, how hard is it to fight an opponent who is constantly on you like this and not allowing you even, a millisecond of breathing space?
Man, it's like being caught in a fishing net. The more you struggle, the more you get tangled up. You just slowly start to drown, and that's what's happening here. Troy Worthen's got to get active. He's got to get that space. He might be able to pop out the back door here, work his way back up to his feet, but Kamikubo's got good control. Might transition to an armbar here. Looks like he's going for an armbar. Worthen's got to be careful. Can't extend his body. He's got to keep Kamikubo compressed and try to work that arm out, just like that.
Kamikubo looking for 9 wins in a row in his career, 6 in a row in one championship. And now Worthen has Kamikubo's back. Can he fashion a submission from here, Troy Worthen?
Let's see if Kamikubo goes back to that same strategy to fight those legs. You can see how he's kind of utilizing his legs to kind of step over the legs of Troy Worthen, but Worthen adjusts well and goes to that body triangle. This is a huge scoring position right now for Worthen.
Both men have shared the same position in this fight, Dragon.
Yeah, it's just been constantly back and forth, from these scrambles to back takes to these back mount positions to these standing positions. But Right now, Worthen has the body triangle, and he's got that leg
How much
lace
does that
underneath.
drain you, the body triangle, when you're trying to breathe? Is it hard when you get the body triangle wrapped around you?
It's hard, especially when you hit these later minutes, right? When you get deep into the match, you're already tired, especially when you're working at this pace. This is a very high-paced grappling match. He did a good job of going to the right side. Now he's escaping out the back. Beautiful job right there by Kamikubo to escape that. He's technically very sound, Michael, but Worthen jumps on, keeps him pressed against that wall. Worthen realizes the urgency as the crowd starting to cheer Worthen on.
Kamikubo so slick.
Nice to put in work. Look at Kamikubo pushing forward again, throws the right hand to that single leg. Gets in tight. Worthen needs to go for it right now. He did a good job controlling the back, has that guillotine. Doesn't really quite have the leg position. Going to be hard to finish this, especially as Kamikubo is working up top. There he pops his head out.
Under 90 seconds remaining, top position for Kamikubo. Chance again to work that busy ground and pound that, as I said in the previous round, is giving him amongst the highest strike rates in the entire bantamweight division from striking on the ground.
Yeah, look at this. He's really good at controlling that top position. This is where he excels. This is what we saw against Pucci. This is where Worthen needs to have that urgency. He's got 60 seconds. He had a good first chunk of this final round, but right now Kamikubo jumps on the back again. Beautiful job by Kamikubo as he's chasing the choke. Good defense by Troy Worthen. He knows exactly what to do in this position, but here's those strikes that we were talking about, Michael. Look at him dropping the elbows, working the punches. Good job by Kamikubo to keep the back position. Worthen's got to sense that urgency. If he could turn into guard and drop a lot of ground and pound, but here comes the choke.
Is this it? Under 30 seconds to go! It's it! It's over! Good night, Aubrey! Kamikubo! And this crowd in Singapore are eating up the first finish of 2022.
24 seconds to go. Kamikubo reaches